Manila on alert. AFP launches largest ever anti-invasion drills as South China Sea tensions soar. This is not just a headline, it's a wake-up call for the Philippines. The nation, long focused on internal threats, is now pivoting to face dangers from beyond its shores. Filipino forces are conducting unprecedented military exercises, signaling a dramatic shift in defense priorities. These drills are a rehearsal for a conflict the country hopes to avoid, but can no longer ignore. For decades, the AFP fought insurgents in jungles and mountains. Now, the threat is external, looming over the South China Sea. Fighter jets roar over Luzon, naval vessels practice missile strikes, clear signals that the Philippines is drawing a line in the water. This is a new national strategy, forged by necessity after years of encroachment in its exclusive economic zone. The stakes: media, Philippine flag waving on coastal outpost, fishermen working on boats in contested waters, regional summit with Southeast Asian leaders, territorial integrity, maritime resources, and regional stability. The world watches as the AFP simulates repelling a foreign invasion. This is more than a drill, it's a declaration of resolve. The days of passive diplomacy are over. The Philippines is standing up for its sovereignty. The transformation is underway, and the nation is determined to defend its future. For decades, the AFP was built for counterinsurgency, not external threats. Jungle warfare and coastal patrols defined its mission, leaving it unprepared for modern maritime challenges. Now the focus has shifted. Territorial defense is the new priority. The catalyst? China's assertive moves in the South China Sea. The AFP is overhauling its doctrine, retraining personnel, and acquiring new technology. Soldiers are learning coastal defense. The Navy is training for anti-ship warfare. The Air Force is preparing to intercept threats far from shore. Bases are being upgraded, radar stations built, and recruitment now targets technical expertise. The AFP is transforming from an infantry-heavy force to a modern, agile, integrated military. This pivot is not just strategic, it's redefining what it means to serve as a Filipino soldier. The challenge is immense, but the resolve is clear. The Philippines is preparing to defend its vast maritime borders. The era of looking inward is over. The nation is now outward-facing and ready. The Comprehensive Archipelagic Defense Concept, CADC, is the backbone of the Philippines' new security strategy. CADC means defending not just the coastline, but the entire archipelago and its vast exclusive economic zone. Control of these waters is essential for economic survival and sovereignty. The CADC lays out a layered defense, surveillance, and intelligence at the outer edge, power projection with missiles and warships, and coastal defense with mobile forces. Long-range patrols, drones, and radar networks provide early warning. Modern fighter jets and missile systems deter intruders before they reach Philippine shores. The final line shore-based missiles and rapid response troops ready to repel landings. This is a proactive, integrated approach, meeting threats far from home, not waiting for them to land. The CADC demands joint operations and modern technology. For the Philippines, it's the only way to secure its unique geography in a contested region. The shield is up, and the nation is ready to defend its future. Turning the CADC into reality requires modern tools. Enter the AFP Modernization Program's Horizon 3. This phase is about building a credible deterrent long-range missiles, multi-role fighters, advanced warships, and submarines. The focus is on anti-access, area denial, making it costly for any adversary to operate near Philippine territory. New radar, drones, and secure communications create an integrated defense network. The goal isn't to match a superpower ship for ship, but to build an asymmetric porcupine defense. Every new system is chosen to maximize deterrence and complicate enemy plans. The Philippines is investing in technology and training, transforming its military into a modern, networked force. The message: any attack will come at a high price. The modernization push is a direct response to China's escalating aggression in the West Philippine Sea. Beijing's tactics, harassment, water cannons, ramming, are designed to intimidate and force Manila to back down. Pure diplomacy has failed. Military response risks escalation. That's why deterrence is essential. Convincing China that the cost of aggression outweighs any gain. A modern AFP gives Manila a third option: raise the stakes, deter attacks, and avoid war. The goal isn't to defeat a superpower, but to prevent conflict through credible defense. Drills and new weapons send a clear message: the Philippines will not be bullied. Deterrence by denial is now the core of national strategy. The nation stands firm, determined to protect its rights and people. The AFP's anti-invasion drills in Northern Luzon are a bold rehearsal for real-world threats. These provinces face the Luzon Strait, a strategic choke point near Taiwan. The exercises simulate full-scale responses, live fire, amphibious landings, and air-sea combat. Coastal defense is key, deploying new missile systems to create a deadly kill zone for any invading fleet. Amphibious drills test the AFP's ability to retake islands and move forces rapidly. Air Force jets and Navy ships practice intercepting and striking hostile targets. The focus, seamless coordination between branches, rapid response, and control of air and sea. These war games sharpen the AFP's edge and readiness for high-intensity conflict. The message is clear: the Philippines is ready to defend every inch of its territory. The Philippines' defense transformation is anchored by alliances, especially with the United States. The Mutual Defense Treaty ensures U.S. support in case of attack, extending to the South China Sea. Joint exercises like Balikatan now focus on territorial defense, not just counter-terrorism. U.S. and Filipino forces train side by side, boosting interoperability and sending a message of unity. Beyond the U.S., partnerships with Japan, Australia, and South Korea provide training, equipment, and political support. Japan's patrol vessels and Australia's training programs strengthen Philippine capabilities. This network of alliances complicates any adversary's plans and amplifies Manila's voice on the world stage. Collective security is now central to the Philippines' survival strategy. The nation is not alone. It stands with a coalition committed to a free and open Indo-Pacific. Partnerships are the force multiplier in the new era of defense. Modernizing the military is a massive challenge. Resources are limited and priorities compete. Warships and jets are expensive, and every peso spent on defense is one less for social needs. Political will and consistent funding are essential. Delays or budget cuts create dangerous gaps. The AFP must also absorb new technology, training skilled personnel, and building maintenance infrastructure. The human element is as critical as hardware. A new generation of tech-savvy soldiers is needed. The Philippines' vast coastline makes defense a daunting task, even with modernization. Strategic choices are vital. The AFP can't be strong everywhere, so it must focus on asymmetric deterrence. Anti-access, area denial capabilities allow a smaller force to punch above its weight. The modernization program must survive political transitions and remain a national priority. Integration, training, and smart investment are the keys to success. The scale is daunting, but the stakes are too high to falter. The nation must stay the course despite the hurdles. The future of Philippine security depends on it. The Philippines is wielding a new weapon: transparency. By publicizing Chinese aggression, Manila shapes global opinion and counters propaganda. This strategy has rallied international support and exposed gray zone tactics. The path forward: sustain military modernization, fully fund Horizon 3, and prioritize key deterrent systems. Deepen alliances, especially with the US, and expand partnerships with regional and global powers. A broad coalition is the best diplomatic shield against unilateral aggression. The ultimate goal: prevent war, not provoke it. Credible deterrence raises the cost of aggression and promotes stability. The nation is fighting for a future governed by law, not force. The challenge is great, but the Philippines is rising to meet it. The defense of the archipelago is this generation's defining mission.